So Elite, this man out here beating people with bats, murdered 7 people, but turned his life around. And now he's trying to help the community. Hello, everybody. It is Shaolin here, and this is a treat of a title. If you see this title right here, former mobster and Gambino family associate John Alite, who has been shot between 30 to 40 people, beat 100 people with a baseball bat, and murdered 7 people, has recently been appointed to a local council seat in Englishtown, New Jersey. That is one of the best titles I've ever read in my life. The fact that this heathen, this demon can become a council member and influence our community, not my community because I'm not in New Jersey, but their community. You know, you're gonna have a whole town of demons out there in New Jersey, in Englishtown, just doing shit. He must have been a rat. He must have ratted out the boys, and there ain't nobody around. There ain't nobody around to get him back because they're probably all dead in prison. Let's see what he's about real quick. How a self-proclaimed reformed murdering what a title! How a self-proclaimed reformed murdering Gambino mobster became an Englishtown councilman. Hey, sometimes everybody wants second chances. Let's see what he says. Beat 100 people officially. He's probably beat like 1,000 people unofficially. You know, that's just what's on the record. Unofficially, he's like, you don't even know about the people that you guys don't even know about. Everybody deserves a second chance, but murdering 7 people, whew, you know, that's gonna be up to you and somebody else decides what happened. You know, down there, if you believe in that or whatever. Elite had a reputation for brutality, according to his 2021 book, John Alite. I'll just say Alite. You guys just run with me. I'm probably butchering that, which was co-written by Lou Romano. This is a bunch of Italian shit. It was that reputation, his connection with John Gotti Jr., who he has drawn into the mob. Gotti Jr. is the son of John Gotti Sr., who was the boss of the Gambino crime family. So he ran with John Gotti Jr. in 1989. Elite, then 26, with John Gotti Jr., then 25, at a restaurant in Long Island where they got into a brawl. Elite later moved to New Jersey and then Florida, where he was involved with drug trafficking and extortion. As investigators were closing in, Elite fled to Brazil in early 2000. I keep saying Alite and Elite. I'm just going to say Elite because it sounds more Italian. According to an article, a alleged business partner of Elite's and 3 co-defendants in Florida were later found guilty of conspiracy and racketeering in federal court. So yeah, this man's out on all that shit he said. He definitely ratted. Let's see if what I'm saying is confirmed. Drug trafficking. He was accused of controlling illegal substances, illegal gambling, extortion, drug trafficking. This man was on one and murdered as a top lieutenant in New York's Gambino family. Damn, this man was running and gunning. He's probably just doing councilman shit just for fun. Look at that. He's staring right at the dude. He's staring right at that guy like, hey, yo, I'll beat the shit out of you if you talk to me wrong. He's like, I'll fuck you up, bro. Don't even. Nah. He's like, you don't tell me how you want the city ran. I tell you how we run the city. Okay, yeah. He's doing it legally. He began to cooperate with prosecutors, including a case against Gotti Jr., who has succeeded his namesake father as boss of the Gambino mob. So he ratted on Gotti Jr. Okay. He served 10 years. Time in jail. Wait, hold up. Elite served 10 years. Some of the 10 years was considered served due to time spent in jails in the U.S., Brazil, and according to Tampa Bay Times. Sorry, I'm butchering. He received an additional 20-month reduction in his sentence. He was released in 2012. What? Gotti Jr.'s case ended in a mistrial, with some jurors stating they did not believe Elite, who was the chief witness, according to a contemporaneous article. So, since 2012, Elite is released in 2012. He has declared himself a foreign man. Okay. After he moved to, so his daughter died from a fentanyl overdose. R.I.P. That's sad. When any child is, involved in that. Yeah. So Elite, this man out here beating people with bats, murdered 7 people, but turned his life around. And now he's trying to help the community. John A. Gotti, are these two? So is this a? So what happened to John Gotti? If he had a mistrial, what happened to John Gotti Jr.? The younger Gotti was in prison for racketeering in between 2004 to 2009. He was a defendant in 4 racketeering trials, each of which ended in a mistrial. Each ended in a mistrial? He must have had some money. In January 2010, federal prosecutors announced that they would no longer seek to prosecute Gotti for those charges. So is he just chilling? Is he on like federal protection? Where is John Gotti Jr.? He's got an Instagram? This man's got an Instagram. Oh shit. So him and Elite are just out, just free. What? Yo, you gotta have some money to be just buying the system like that. They're both out. Back-to-back mistrials. Damn. Gals. This guy is changing lives one bat at a time. Look at that. That's straight up Italian right there. That's an Italian man right there. That's an Italian stallion right there. You know what I'm saying? I wish I was Italian so I could say that, but I can't say that. I can't say that I'm an Italian stallion. Yeah, that man looks like he puts a 45 caliber in people. He looks like he shoots people. He looks like he beats people with bats. Yeah. He looks like he beats them and puts them in the trunk. Yeah. Don't mess with this guy. And he's your councilman too, so. Thank you guys for watching. It's your boy Chef. Till next time.